at a price that'll make you smile. Wild Harvest, now available at Albertsons.
Holding the powerful accountable, KATU News is on your side.
It's Monday, April 28th, coming up live on The View. From whether Reverend Wright dissed Obama when he finally broke his silence, to Miley Cyrus getting heat for her sizzling photos, to why drivers are going to a higher power for a lower price at the pump, hot topics are gonna be a gas. Then, the Big Bang Theory stars Kaylee Cuoco and Joni Galecki are revealing if they see a love connection in their future.
Do you want to try it?
No!
Plus, Mary Ann busted with Mary Jane? Gilligan's Island legend Dawn Wells is telling you what really happened when she was arrested for reckless driving and pot possession. All that, hot topics, and more coming up on season 11 of The View.
Welcome to The View.
We were a little late getting out of here.
Boy, y'all are real in subtle color today. I thought I'd be joining it.
Look at those
This is the loudest thing I've ever worn.
You know, it is beautiful. It's not your usual thing.
But it was like loud. It's loud.
Those colors look so good on you.
It's
I'm
not
trying
really loud.
to force spring out.
Do it.
Yeah.
Looks pretty.
You know.
Do it.
Come, spring.
Explosion of color.
And I'm trying to cover my fat belly is what I'm trying to do.
You have a fat belly?
A little bit. It's growing a little bit lately because, you
You're
know.
not pregnant, are you?
Oh, I wish that were true at this age that I could have a baby.
You can.
You can. Why not? You know, I wouldn't have one, but it'd be nice to know that I could.
Yeah. I was going to say, and then you woke up. Yeah. How was your weekend, Cher?
It was really good. I did the March for Babies walk with the March of Dimes. Yeah, and so that was really, really nice in LA, and it was a 5-mile walk for the March of Dimes. I conked out after a mile, so I was marching for pennies with my little walk. Because Jeffrey was just, you know, it was very, very hot, and Jeffrey was tired, and actually Jeff went with me. I took my husband and my family, and we all marched together.
So you two are marching together, you and your ex-husband. Your ex, is he your ex yet?
No, not actually. She's still my husband, but you know, because Jeff has been involved with Jeffrey in the premature, it affected him as well.
Of course.
You know, so I didn't want to exclude him, and we got along really well.
Yeah.
You guys went through a time when Jeffrey was born. How premature was he?
He came at 5.5 months, and he was a pound, so that affected my husband as well. So he was marching too. So we actually took pictures together.
Even if your child doesn't have a problem like that, you still never get rid of your ex-husband if you have a child.
It's a bonding factor, a child.
It's a bonding factor, the child. Like, you know, I'm weak in a lot of spots with Jeffrey. I'm not as firm with Jeffrey as my husband is. Jeffrey does not have tantrums with my husband. Yeah. And so, you know, you're with them, and then you sit and you go, why are we not
separated.
Getting? Why are we? That's the hard thing.
Did you remember?
I did remember. I did remember.
Sometimes you could forgive, though, a lot of the sins of the person if you look at the child and say it would be better for us to be here together. That's one way of looking at it. I don't know.
But I think the great thing is that you guys have, you know, for whatever differences you may have, you put them aside for things like this too. And I liked it. I like how you have gone about this whole process, Sherry. I think I give you a lot of credit.
Don't give me that much credit, girls.
I do. I do. You go about it with
every
love.
day. But it's a hard thing of, you know, every day you're working on forgiveness. Yeah. And then you start forgiving. And then you have
you like a job that you have a second job?
It is like a job.
Forgive and then it's done.
How do you do it?
Because like I have to call the woman, there's a decision that I have to make. I have to call her because I want to have lunch with her because we both have children by the same man.
Right.
We will both be in each other's lives until these kids are grown, and I got to find a way we have to find a way to deal with each other without me getting mad and drumming up pictures in my head every day that I see my children are related. They love each other. And so you're trying to forgive and you're trying to forget, but then you sit there and go, okay, why do we get divorced? Then you got to remember everything and go, this is why we're getting, so it's going back and forth. It's very hard.
Yeah, well, you have to change the picture quickly, like in your mind. When you're picturing him with her, you then change the picture. You visually do it in your head. I've done this in my day.
Yeah, what do you change it to?
You change it to to somebody that you really hate.
I wasn't thinking of hating him. I just thought, who's the last person you want to see your old man with? Dick Cheney. Because that would snap you out, you know, that would snap you out of it.
Well, you could go there. See, to me, it was...
I'm saying, you know...
I interpreted that as...
Yeah, I think so.
I interpreted that as somebody that you really can't stand to take the heat off of him. That's what I thought you meant.
Or maybe the thing to do is to try to find a way that will work for you all to remain friends. And in time, if there is true forgiveness there, not the forgiveness that you do just to work it out for the kid, but true forgiveness that says, you know what, you made a mistake, I make mistakes, we all make mistakes, let's move on. Because you can't take back any, you can't fix it. It's already done. So you got you have the 2 children, and go forward, you know, and just take it from there. Because you know what, you could take it back, he could still make another mistake. That'll be equally as irritating. But you never know.
It's interesting if
but
you
that will happen. What you're saying when you meet another guy.
It will.
I don't know about that. It didn't work. It didn't help me.
Believe me, take
didn't
me
help
that
me. I was still as angry. I was still as angry as I was, even having a good time, and at the end of it, it was like, ah, damn. You know, it's just still.
I gotta work on the issues
and coming. But you had a very odd experience, or did you?
Yes.
Well, I'm not saying it was your experience, but it was a very tough story.
Yeah, it was a tough story. Can we talk about it tomorrow?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely.
Thanks. We'll talk about it tomorrow.
Okay. So, no.
I'm gonna get all the details.
It's not a family.
Yeah.
It's like
I spoke before I should have, which is part of what happens when you're menopausal.
It happens when you're not menopausal, too.
And there it is.
To me all the time.
Well, what do you think? Wesley Snipes got 3 years.
He got 3 years.
Yeah, he had a kind of a rough weekend, I think. He's got 3 years in prison for failing to file income taxes. Yes.
But he was going to get 13. He was up for 13 years.
Yes.
Right, on 3 counts. Now, this is not unusual. You know, with tax evasion, they get very, very agitated, and if you are famous, they are putting you behind some kind of bar.
Do you think they use it kind of as like an advertisement for the IRS? You know, they're like, look,
absolutely.
no one can escape this. So if Wesley Snipes can't escape it, remember Richard Hatch, the winner of The First Survivor, he was in trouble for tax evasion. I think he went to jail too for maybe a year or something. He wasn't paying on a radio show he was doing supposedly, or maybe it was his Survivor winnings, but he didn't pay taxes apparently.
They don't play.
And look at Al Capone, too. Al Capone.
Well, that's how they got him.
Yeah, they got him on tax evasion.
They couldn't get him on any other way, and that's what they used.
Well, excuse me, I'm sorry. It says that he hadn't filed a tax return since 1998.
Yeah, well,
that's a whole decade of not paying taxes.
Hello.
So, I mean, really, what are they supposed to do?
Well, they're supposed to kind of say, you know what, you guys are getting boned each way you go, and we know it. We're aware that we're just taking your money. You know, you might as well just give us your check, and we'll give you some change. You know, but I mean, the IRS needs to understand that more people are starting to get really fed up. We talked about this last week in terms of all the taxes that you are paying on a daily, monthly, weekly basis.
Getting nothing for it.
Very little in return for it.
You just want to see where it's going. However,
yeah, but you just don't stop and go, I'm just not going to pay
well,
taxes
it's a good way
back.
to get their attention.
And go to jail. I mean, when you take on the IRS, they don't play. I've garnished so many.
You know, also the timing of it is not in his favor. I mean, isn't April 15th just went by? People are kind of pissed off right now, you know?
That's right.
So that was bad timing.
Speaking of being pissed off, did you see the Miley Cyrus pictures that are making everybody nuts in Vanity Fair?
Yeah, this is good.
First of all, shouldn't she have been like in Tiger Beat or 17 magazine or something? I mean, I understand why she's in Vanity Fair, but if you're looking to keep
she's 15, by the way.
But if you're looking to keep your fan base, you also do a Tiger Beat that says, here's me in Tiger Beat, because the Tiger Beat kids are not supposed to be reading Vanity Fair, apparently.
It's hard, too, because she is 15, and this was an Annie Leibovitz shot, correct?
Leibovitz,
and I think that it's hard whenever you go through, like, these photo shoots. There are a lot of people around you saying, this is great, it's artistic, you look beautiful, this is something that people will love this, and you're in this bubble, and then you take it out and you put it in the real world, and you look at it with fresh eyes, and you think, why didn't anyone say, okay, she's 15. Her audience, when I go to the playground, the girls there are, what, ages 4 through 9, maybe, and they love her. So it's she's in a tough position.
Her fan base is getting older. So somebody
Well, now
said,
it is,
I'm not
for sure.
This is not an original thought. I heard Donnie Deutsch say it today on one of the morning shows, and he was right. I think her fan base is moving into the next phase of late teens, and she's trying to keep her career.
Well, here's the thing.
What's more
She
disturbing?
looks just like a 15. She looks
disturbed
like
by
all
this.
the 15.
Well, she
I'm sure.
apologized for
This
for
doesn't
that.
bother me, except the one with her father is kind of weird.
Now,
This
see,
one.
I like that one.
doesn't bother me.
That doesn't bother. I think it's
That
so
does not
beautiful.
bother you?
No. Now,
I can just
if you
picture
put it
my
next-
father and me sitting like that. He'd have his hand like this.
If your father was a rock and roller, or your dad was a guy that was a music guy, a rock and roll guy, or an actor, yeah, you would have these photos would not bother you. I think what's bothering everybody is they sort of feel like maybe the Disney folks should have said something, said this might not be the best thing for you to be doing, because there's always someone from the people you work for at these shoots.
I don't think.
But
or
Disney said that they put out a statement saying that you know, they manipulated Miley Cyrus, which I think
Who
is
manipulated Miley
that
Cyrus?
Vanity Fair manipulated her and
the photographer, you know.
so they're
but
denouncing
I'm sorry. Y'all back up. You dropped the ball here, because I'll tell you, having sort of done this, Annie Leibovitz will show you everything she's doing.
They use a digital camera.
She uses a little. You get 45 little images. Everybody comes and looks at it.
Right.
Your parents. Right. All the folks who you're doing this for, everybody had a finger in choosing that. Vanity Fair may have said, okay, these are the pictures we're using, but those are the pictures that were okay.
I think we're forgetting, too, this is a 15-year-old girl. At the very base of it, she's still under the responsibility, even though she may have a wing in the house all to herself, she's still under the responsibility and umbrella of her parents. I think at the base of it, at this point, if you're having your daughter pose for something like this and she's 15 and you're there, I think it can't come down to a company or it can't come down to a magazine. If you're 15, it comes down to your parents.
As I said, everyone was there. Her parents were there. But no one can stand up there and say, well, you know, we didn't know it was happening. You did know. Yeah. You were present. You were there.
Could it be that Billy Ray Cyrus is resuscitating his career a little bit with this photograph, and that you know you have another Lindsay Lohan situation where the parents are really getting in on it?
I think we're overthinking this.
All right.
We'll be right back with more Hot Topics.
I wanted to find the quote because she said.
Now, I don't know if you guys were seeing this, but Hillary Clinton was calling out Barack Obama, you know, for yet another debate, saying we should have a debate without a moderator. She said she'd do it in a flatbed truck. She says he's ducking her.
Would she?
But he says they've already had 21 debates.
21.
Yeah. What is there left to talk about?
I don't know if I could take a debate without a moderator with, with the two of them.
Because would she be like going off, doing the shame on you, Barack, and I mean,
It'd be like this.
I think it would be fighting. It would not be good.
No.
You know, she needs to understand, Hillary, he's just not that into you. That's it.
And there it is. I think that's fantastic. What about Jeremiah Wright? He is back in the news. He's broken his silence, and when asked why at a National Press Club meeting this morning, he said, in a nutshell, where I come from, we have something called the dozens. If you think I'm going to let you call me out, talk about my mama and her beliefs in religion and my daddy and his religious traditions, you got another thing coming. I thought that was the best thing he could have said. I think it's the best thing that he could have said. It's amazing, you know, when you start looking at all of the things that all of the different people that know all of the candidates have done. It's exhausting.
Yeah, it's exhausting.
It's exhausting. I'm exhausted.
I didn't get to see his speech, but I did watch him on Bill Moyers Friday when he was speaking. It was really interesting to get his take on why he said, like when he was talking about America, and it was right after 9/11, and
chickens have come home to roost.
Well, you know, with the chickens that come home to roost, it's very interesting because he took that quote from Ambassador Edward Peck, who is a white man, who said that the chickens were coming home to roost.
So it doesn't matter who says it. I don't care if you're green.
No, I'm just
saying.
saying.
Not a good thing to say.
He agrees with.
He took it from somebody else who was on Fox who was saying this, but like when he was talking about America, he was saying, you know, so many things. America, we look at all of the good that America has done, but America put the Japanese in internment camps. They bombed Hiroshima. They, you know, made slaves. They, with the Indians, if you ask the Indians on reservations, how do they feel about America? There's some really bad and bloody things that Americans have done.
But they're saying, don't call us Indians. They say call us Native Americans.
This is also a place where we can vote, we can voice our opinions, we can have discussions like this. I mean, I think you really have to look at, yes, I mean, you can look at America in any way you want. It's just a matter of choice. Does it need improvement? Absolutely. That's why we're all trying to push for a better place. But I think to focus so much and zone in so much on negative things and to even suggest that we got what we deserved or that the people, my friends who were in that building on 9/11 who died, got what they deserved and America got what they deserved.
That's not what he said. That's not what he said. That's not what he said.
It would be nice if, I would love to see the whole sermon, but that is not what he was saying.
Can I just add one more thing, though, to that? That Ron Paul, who's on the Republican ticket, was basically saying very similar things in his platform, that, the United States has to talk about our policies in the Middle East that might have had some precipitory reasoning behind the attack. That's all. I think this guy's way of saying it is in this preachery way that turns everybody off.
He's a preacher.
Well, I don't think so. I actually like his cadence. He doesn't turn. That's not true. That's not true. 56. And honestly, right after he said what he said, 56%. I know, but I think we got to clear that up because there is a misconception out there that it's only white people who thought what he said was disgusting. 56% of black people, after hearing what he said, thought it was despicable.
I don't think so.
Look at the survey who came out. Maybe not now.
But I will say this about
his
him.
Cadence. I went to a church where my preacher spoke like that. I love it.
There are a lot of things that are going to be very, very hard for people to swallow.
Yeah.
Because we are now in the middle of a discussion we have, and I said this, but I've said this all the time, we've never had before. Yeah. You are being invited, and I say you, talking about people who who have never been in a black church, are being invited in to see something totally different. Now, unfortunately, all you're seeing is that.
I've been to a black church. I'm sorry, but go ahead, but it's like assuming that I haven't.
No, as I was explaining, I was saying the collective, a lot of people have been to the black church. You probably have not heard those kinds of sermons before.
I've heard some pretty heavy sermons.
Then why did it surprise you?
Because my pastor, when I've been to a black church, I've gone there, depending on where, I've lived in, 7 different cities in the United States.
But if you've heard that kind of...
I've never heard someone say GD America. I've never heard someone...
Obama wasn't there that day either.
I know, he didn't...
He said he wasn't there the same as you.
Let me tell you this, when I go to church, we talk about, when you have a community, you talk about, oh my, did you hear what the, pastor who so-and-so said this week? That was crazy what he said during, you talk because it's a fellowship, so you know what's going on.
No, but you don't always, and I guess what I'm trying to say is you're being invited to be witness to something that you may not be aware of. You may not know that a lot of folks over a certain age are still really angry at America, really angry at America. With good reason. Now, of course, it would be great if we could just get past it. But, if you are 65 and you come from the South and you've always had to get off the sidewalk so a white person could go by, it's not that easy to get over. So I say all of that only to say that the discussion is happening, and it's great because you are learning, and I say the collective you, not you, but you learning things that you didn't know. You didn't know. You thought maybe we were further along than we thought we were.
I also would add to that that it's not just older people who are, older black people who are angry. Younger ones who are now, I think there's a 50% dropout rate in the African-American community. Those people very shortly will be very angry also. And then you will see more, discomfort in the larger society. And then the chickens will come home to roost again. So we have to be very sensitive to what's going on in the black community. And not attack the guy, and not attack Obama for the fact that he went to that church. I mean, we all have been in churches where the preacher has said stuff that we don't agree with.
This wasn't a passive relationship.
And also, too, anger. And I remember you not going back, but I remember you said, when can we get to the place where, forgive them, they know not what they do. Anger is sometimes a very good thing, because I'm thinking of Rosa Parks. Had she not been angry and said, no, I'm not going to get up, I'm tired, my feet hurt.
Righteous rage.
It's a righteous, and I think that's what Jeremiah has. No, but I'm saying he had a righteous anger there, and Martin Luther King was angry.
Of course, I think anger is a good thing. Here's where people find the problem. Can I just explain this? Yeah. It's because you see there's a dichotomy, all right? There's a difference, because Obama has been preaching one America, unity, everybody should be together, okay? And then his personal advisor, the person who's been with him all of these years, is preaching the exact opposite. So that's where people...
It's a goal that he has.
They have different goals.
We'll be right back.
Yeah.
There were days my...
Hey, you know, I forgot to mention two things. First is Barbara is in Vanity Fair. Barbara is in Vanity Fair because of her book.
Yes.
So make sure you pick it up. There's gorgeous pictures all through the magazine. And secondly, on Saturday, May 3rd, you're in Rahway.
Rahway, New Jersey.
New Jersey at the Union County Arts Center. 8 p.m. So go and see
Right near the
Joy.
prison.
That's what I was going to say, that's a prison. So don't get it confused, not Rahway Prison.
No, at the Union Center Theater, I think is
On Friday, I don't know if you guys were aware of this, 3 NYPD officers were cleared of all charges for firing 50 shots that resulted in the death of an unarmed man named Sean Bell. And listening to it, I thought it was very interesting because one of the things that the judge said was that in looking at their criminal history, talking about the guys who had been shot, that this was in part why he based his decision to acquit them of all things. And the first thing that I thought was, well, how did they know? Was there something on the car that said
What are they like?
guys with rap sheets? I mean,
Like on Terminator 2 when all the that stuff goes digitally through your head?
It's almost like saying if you're wearing a short skirt, you deserve what you get.
Right.
I thought, that's how I took it. I thought it was very interesting for a judge to say something like that. I was a little surprised that they were acquitted, but I was shocked.
They were also saying that the testimony of the witnesses, it became so confused, it was hard to
tell what was what.
Yeah, and then it became not credible.
Right.
With the witnesses. It's just really interesting. It was like 50 shots fired.
Yeah.
They thought he had a gun. They found no gun in the car. And it was the day before his wedding.
Yeah, I know. Well, they keep saying that to make the... But, you know, a lot of times cops panic. They panic, and they just think they're going to get shot.
I think, which is even worse. I think the assumption is...
Nothing, no charges, nothing. I mean, they just got off with nothing.
Because the prosecution did not prove its
feel
case.
they
Didn't prove its case. It's like when the O.J. Simpson case, when he got off, people felt, and Star Jones, who was on the show, and she's a lawyer, she used to take a lot of interest in that case. She said the prosecution never proved their case, and that's what happens. And that's the American way of life, the government and justice system, you know?
Well, we'll see how this rides. I don't think this is the end of it. And what kind of shoes are you wearing today?
Me, I have slingbacks.
Oh, nice. What about you?
I'm wearing...
Don't try to put your leg up.
No, I'm not going to put my leg up. I have on Michael Kors.
Those are cute.
I have a Michael Kors.
And you, Elizabeth?
What are you? I like
These are Theory.
Well, apparently it really doesn't matter what you're wearing because no matter what kind of shoes they are, they're destroying your feet, apparently.
Yeah, they are.
Really?
Yeah, I believe
Yeah, because my feet are killing me.
Yeah. Do your shoes fit?
They do fit, but you know I come out of here in 5.5-inch heels and the stilettos, and you can only get out of a car and have your legs up in the air in those kind of shoes. But I wear them.
Why?
But it's a sitting show.
Because they look good.
But they hurt.
But we sit down, so it's
sit
really
down, so
we
I'm
can
not
just
walking in New York with them.
I see.
You know,
Yeah.
But you
I
can
leave here,
them
I
on
put
the
on
street.
my Reeboks.
Girls wear the worst shoes, I think.
Right.
You know, I never wore those bad shoes, and that's why I have magnificent feet.
You do. Honestly, Joy, you have some of the cutest feet I've ever seen. She does.
She has kissable feet.
Yeah, she does.
When you see her toes are well proportioned.
Yeah.
The nail looks good.
graduated.
They're not bony. Don't have a big bunion on them and stuff.
No.
They're looking good. But this apparently these guys say that we should be walking around barefoot. I think that doesn't actually work
And
anymore.
pregnant, remember those?
Yeah.
Barefoot and pregnant.
But have you
crazy.
seen the streets in New York? They're kind of nasty.
Everywhere. Everywhere. You don't walk without shoes. You don't know what's going up in there.
You
I
can't
love
even
shoes.
even
Don't take
in
away
Long
my
Island,
accessories.
Even in the country in Long Island, you cannot walk in the yard with bare feet because there's deer poo all over the place.
But even here, because I know Whoopi caught me walking around without shoes one time, and you had a fit because you like stab.
If you have one little cut on your foot, you have any opening on your foot, you get staph infection, you're down and you're done. We will be right back with a Big Bang Theory starring Kelly Coco and Johnny Galecki.
On the hit comedy The Big Bang Theory, Kaylee Cuoco and Johnny Galecki are next-door neighbors who are worlds apart in just about every other way. Take a look.
What are you doing?
Just, moving something upstairs.
What is it?
Yes, time machine.
Yeah, okay, neat, but I really gotta get to work, so.
Just give us a few minutes.
I don't have a few minutes. I'm running really late.
Then I have a simple solution. Go up to the roof, hop over to the next building. There's a small gap. Don't look down if you're subject to vertigo, and use their stairwell.
You're joking, right?
Oh, I never joke when it comes to vertigo.
Damn. Okay, I'll just take the roof.
Hey, if you wait for us to set up the time machine, I can drop you off at work yesterday. Time travel joke. It's not, never mind.
I liked it. Please welcome Kaylee Cuoco and Johnny Lucky. Hi, you guys. So cute. Oh, Lola. Hi. Hi, Johnny. I'm watching you for a long time. Good to see you. I'm glad you guys are here.
Good to see you, kiddo.
And we definitely want to talk about the show.
Johnny Galecki.
Johnny Galecki. Johnny Galecki. What do you guys think about Miley Cyrus in the photo? Do you have any thoughts on that?
Did no one knew that she had a shoulder? I don't really get what the big deal is.
Well, it's sort of implied that she's naked is the real issue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a parent, and I don't have kids who are fans of her, so I probably shouldn't weigh in. But when I do wake up in the morning and I see like something like this on every channel, I think, well, wow, great news. The war must be over.
No. Yeah. Insight.
It's a distraction.
It is. Kaylee, on the show, you play Johnny's character's neighbor.
Yes.
And as we saw, he's kind of a little nerdy, which I think is so cool. Is there going to be? But I know we all know the opposites attract, so there's got to be a little love connection coming up. Yes.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like I have a feeling they're going to draw it out a little bit. I don't know. It's kind of because it's fun right now, and it's like a cat and mouse sort of a. Yeah, it's cute. I know. I hope so.
And do you like being the only?
He hopes so.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He's just waiting for the time machine.
I know.
So you could be in love yesterday.
Yeah.
Do you like being the only? Because you're the only girl in a cast of all guys.
I love
She loves it.
it.
She loves the attention.
It's good to be the queen.
Oh my God, it's fantastic. It's the greatest job ever.
Do you guys hang out after and?
Never ever, no.
Never.
You know what, Johnny, when I was watching it, you got this thing where you're like, can you relate to this geeky character at all?
Yeah, absolutely. I grew up doing theater in Chicago, and that doesn't make you the most popular kid in the. I knew you would enjoy that.
Why haven't I seen these?
So,
Young talent.
I was a theater geek. Yeah, absolutely. I felt like an outsider.
Like Harry Potter.
But I think, everyone can relate to that, which is why I liked the show initially, too.
I remember watching you all the time as Darlene's boyfriend.
Right.
Sarah Gilbert.
Yes.
And she is, and I mean, on Roseanne, and I love that show, and I thought you were so perfect. And she is actually making appearances on your show now, right?
Yeah, she's done 3 or 4 episodes.
How's that go?
A lot of fun.
Oh, it's great. I mean, we have such a shorthand, and she gets along really well with everybody on the show, and it's fantastic. And Laurie Metcalf has come on and done an episode who played Jackie on the show.
Well, on The Big Bang Theory, you play this geek, but you happen to be a physicist, and so they write you a lot of that dialogue. Do you understand some of the dialogue?
Physicist
jokes.
The physicist jokes.
I don't. I try to, and we have a consultant on the show who is an astrophysicist, and he tries to explain things to us.
Is he funny?
He's funny.
He doesn't know he's funny, but he's funny. He's incredibly entertaining for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Yeah.
Kaylee, every time you come on, you tell us that you're having trouble finding a boyfriend, and you can't. How old are you now?
Still
22.
single.
Still single.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed. No, you have all these guys around you on the set.
Yeah, no, it's the same. It's great. Although I feel like I have
Vanity Fair shoot.
maybe.
No, don't go there. You're so cute the way you are.
Thank you. Yeah, no, still trucking.
You're still looking around.
Yeah.
Well, you're very young.
Were you in a rush the last time you were here to get
No, but
married?
every time I'm either with someone or I'm not. It's kind of an ongoing
Kind of
topic.
life, like life.
Yeah. No pressure.
Are you?
She's always shocked when I say I don't have a boyfriend.
She's like complaining that she can't find a boyfriend every time she
I
comes.
complain.
But you're so funny. I don't know if guys are like intimidated by that sometimes.
Terrifying to people. Yes.
Yes.
You're
very scary.
Yeah, it's insane. That's what
You're
I'm
not
scaring them
more
away.
intimidated by funny women?
Probably, yes. Because
Why?
I'm definitely going to be funnier than he is.
Oh.
So.
But she is. Well, are you dating anybody, or you kind of mum on the subject?
No,
Do
I'm
you
not
have a
dating
hard
anyone.
time finding women out there in Hollywood?
I'm just working. I'm just focusing on work.
You're busy.
Yeah.
Are you planning at all to direct any of this? Because theater brats generally want to try their hand once or twice.
Yeah, funny, I have no interest in directing.
Really?
And it would terrify me to try to direct this one.
Why? She's just hard to wrangle?
I would make your life
Well,
so
it would
miserable.
terrify to direct. I have so much respect for everybody in the cast over there that I can't imagine making
That would
any
be
sort of
hard.
creative suggestion to any one of you.
You know,
No,
Johnny,
no.
I have to tell you about Johnny. His father was in the military, then a teacher, mother, right? Your mother was a teacher?
No, well, she may have been. My mom's pretty much been through the yellow pages and as far as all of her jobs.
But the interesting thing about your mom was that she was a nun at one point.
She was in the convent. She was a policewoman.
And then a cop.
Yeah.
I see the connection, do you? Oh, yeah.
In Detroit, and yeah. I think she's selling real estate now in Arizona. But I haven't talked to her this morning, so that may have changed.
You know, where did the acting thing come from? Where does the acting come from? When you were a child, too.
My grandmother was a vaudevillian dancer. She went on the road with Bojangles, and so
interesting
I
family.
think that's where it came from.
Yeah.
You've got
So
a
it's
lot
not
of talent.
you're not a surprise to me.
You guys are a good match. This show is adorable. We love you. Please come back again. Thanks for being with us. Our thanks to Kaylee Fogo and Johnny Galecki. The Big Bang Theory airs on Monday nights. Check your local listings. We'll be right back. It's a funny team, the two of them. You guys are great.
Now, this is hijinks that we would expect from Gilligan or maybe Ginger. But it was sweet, innocent Mary Ann who was arrested for reckless driving and marijuana possession. But she is here to tell us what really happened. So please welcome Dawn Wells.
Shame on you. Bad girl. I'm a bad girl. Golly. I'm here to tell the truth.
Well, we welcome you, but okay, so kind of you tell a few months ago you were arrested for marijuana possession and reckless driving. So how did Mary Ann get arrested for possession of Mary Jane? What happened there?
It was all those coconuts on the island. Actually, it's really very depressing. It's embarrassed me and hurt my feelings, and I've lost several jobs because of it. It was my birthday, and I run an Idaho Film and Television Institute, and everybody decided to give me a surprise birthday party.
Right.
So they all went to the school to decorate it, and somebody came to pick me up, took me to the school, and then we were all going out to dinner. I didn't even take a toast of champagne because I can't mix liquor. So we went to this wonderful restaurant for dinner. I sat next to the mayor and 10 people. I had 2 drinks. They all went to clean up the institute, and I drove home. And we're in a tiny little town, Driggs, Idaho, with 1,100 people, and there's all kinds of building going in. Somebody from Driggs, Idaho?
You never know who's
Wow!
coming here.
And the speed limit keeps changing because we're building all this stuff. So I was watching the speed limit. People were behind me, and I thought, I'm just not going to let them pass me. I'm not going to speed. And all of a sudden, I looked up and saw, here's the speed limit going to my house. So I gunned the motor a little bit. Brand new car, very unfamiliar with it, hadn't driven it for a couple weeks. Leaned down to play with the heater. Should never do that. It's like a cell phone. Started going like this in the car. Sheriff got me, pulled me over, said...
While you were driving, what did you do?
I played with the heater. I was trying to adjust the heater, and if you look at my dashboard, there's AC, and it doesn't say anything about heat. And it's a new car to me, so I'm doing these black buttons trying to find out what it is.
You just kind of
Well, and I went off one side of the road, kind of across the line, and came back, and of course he pulled me over, and he said, have you been drinking? I said, yes, I've had 2 drinks. Get out of the car. So he got me out of the car, said, stand on 1 foot. I said, well, I can stand on 1 foot. I'm in high heels, but I'm not going to do that very well. I have trick knees. He said, do you mind if we search your car? I said, I don't mind. Search my car. Searched my car and found, he said, we found controlled substance. I said, what's that? He said, never mind. We're taking you to the city jail. The sheriff's office. I didn't go to jail. I didn't have a DUI. It wasn't my marijuana. It wasn't a plea bargain. Let's clear that up right here.
Did you not say, hey, I'm Mary Ann from Gilligan's Island?
You already know.
I'm not so sure he didn't know that. He probably would have handcuffed me.
Were you charged with anything?
Well, no. I mean, they bring you in, I thought, and that mug shot that you all showed, there's no number or anything. Darn you. But what I thought, I'm very curious. And when I had my first surgery, I was in the operating room saying, oh, no, wait, don't put me under. I went, how big is this? And is this how small it is? And what do you guys do? And where do you stand? So I'm that way in this place saying, oh, this is interesting. Oh, and where's the little jail? They arrested 2 people, put them in jail over there. I knew I wasn't, oh, and I said, what did you get? He said, I've got a paraphernalia with 3 roaches in it. And I said, oh, okay, well, I know it's not mine. I know I wasn't driving drunk, so I thought everything was just to be fun.
Tell America what a roach is. They think it's an insect.
I don't know either.
A lot of people don't know what a roach is.
Well, I'm sophisticated enough now to know exactly what a roach is.
She didn't know what it was either when they said it to her.
Yeah, it's a little tiny, it's a half of a joint or half of a...
It's what's left.
What's left.
Yes, when you're done.
And it's called possession of paraphernalia and controlled substance in this little tin box. People had my car all day long. And I knew it wasn't mine. I knew I wasn't drunk. And so I just, what do? Get an attorney. Fine. This was October. The person whose marijuana it was stepped up to the plate, took the jail sentence, took the fine, but it didn't happen until February because of all the courts and all of that. All I got was a reckless driving and a fine. It has hit the papers. You think I've molested children or been drunk? I don't know. It's been the most horrendous thing. I've been in this business how long? 45 years? Yes. You haven't heard me with cocaine and out with men all over and any of that stuff. I've been a real dull person.
And now, so then Dawn, this is great press for you. What are you complaining about?
You'd say that. I know
your reputation has been tarnished.
And I care a lot about Marianne, and I run now a not-for-profit school. I run a film institute, and I give scholarships to young students about the film business. You've got sponsors. Girl Scouts, I was speaking in front of 7,000 Girl Scouts, canceled me in 30 seconds. $75,000 of our film festival taken away in 30 seconds because you only read what the headlines say. I mean, we were just talking about that earlier. It really...
It's what we're going through in this political process right now.
And with Miley Cyrus today, we're looking at that saying, now, is it really, isn't it really? We all are going to talk about it for the next month. And it really has damaged me.
In that case, a picture tells it that is better than 1,000 words, as they say. You see a photograph.
The photograph of me wasn't so great.
Yeah,
you know.
But this is something that's following you. And do you feel like you got to keep telling the story to everybody?
I'm embarrassed. I go to a cleaners and they'll say, oh, you know, there's Baron, did you know she was in jail? So I want to say, it really wasn't me. I wasn't in jail. I didn't get fined.
You need a T-shirt. Let's make you a T-shirt. That explains everything, and then you don't have to discuss it again.
Here's what happened.
Here's what happened.
Here's what happened. I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this. Now, can we do business?
Thank you.
So if it's at the dry cleaner, you're at the dry cleaner, read my chest and do the thing.
Well, you know, you also, she doesn't want to sound like Spitz's hooker, you know what I mean? Can we do business? No, I don't think so.
It's funny because you were saying people were canceling out, and you done something very wonderful. You created the Idaho Film and Television Institute, and you're preparing now for the annual Spud Fest. What is that all about?
We're not peeling potatoes, but in Idaho is a potato state. The Idaho Potato Commission, who is just fabulous, is our sponsor. They're the first people who called me and said, I believe in you, which is really wonderful. And we have a family film festival. Here it is. It's family. We try to create, in the new filmmakers, family values. Not all shoot 'em up, not all of that stuff. So we run a film festival, July 31st, August 1 and 2 in Driggs, at a drive-in movie theater and at the Idaho Film Institute as well. And it's been tough. I mean, the sponsors have stayed with me, but boy, it's hard, you know?
Well, this cleared you up a little, I think, today.
And don't let people use your car. You got to want to drive your own car.
Just say to the folks, do not leave anything in here that wasn't in here when you got here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do not
a sign
leave
on the door.
That's right. That's
Dawn,
right.
thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
by. We love you. We love you so much, and we're going to be right back. Thank you, Dawn Wells.
Have a great time and then take a little time to enjoy the view. We want potatoes from Idaho.
How far will they go to get your vote? Dancing with the Stars live, ABC tonight.
What if you could eat the foods you love and still lose weight?
I've lost 45 pounds.
What if you could replace the fat in foods without affecting taste?
That was me 61 pounds ago.
What if you could do it all in one phone call?
I love being 40 pounds lighter. Now with Control Trim, I can keep it off.
With Control Trim developed by the USDA, eat what you love and lose weight quickly. First time offer. Let us prove that it works with our 6-week trial program. No long-term commitment. When you come in for your consultation, you'll receive a 30-day supply of Control Trim free. Call now, 1-800-LA6-SLIM.
I'm on a mission to get everyone up off their rump. And I'm doing it with granola. At Kashi, our whole grain granola helps your body work better so you feel better. Because together, our 7 whole grains not only have fiber, they also have protein. So, you ready to feel better? We'll get you started with a free sample of granola and fun ways to get off your rump. Get your free granola at Kashi.com.
Kashi, 7 whole grains. on a mission. KATU News is on your side with Problem Solver Mondays. The key to losing weight, putting your kitchen on a diet. We'll show you the small changes you can make to your fridge, cupboards, even your dinner table to help you slim down. Tonight at 5 on KATU News, on your side.
Holding the powerful accountable, KATU News is on your side.